Hi you guys, what is today? Today is Thursday. I'm gonna hold you at a weird angle because I'm going to walk down the stairs with little man. So here we are, and I've like half vlogged for a few days. I've had a rough few days, you guys. I've not been feeling like myself. I've had some postpartum issues. Emotionally, having some postpartum, I wouldn't say depression, but just the hormones leveling out has got me a little bit weepy, moody. I'm just struggling a little bit.
Like, I'm put this in my belly.
No, you need to take that back upstairs, please.
Mom,
thank you.
Belly.
So we are in the middle of trying to get some homeschooling done. Hang on, let me set you guys here. We're trying to get some homeschooling done. Mason has done his math. He has done his handwriting. We have had some lunch. We are getting ready to
Little House in the Big Woods.
Read aloud, which is Little House on the Prairie, which is the second book in the series. And then we are doing spelling. Mason's going to read a little bit out loud to me. And also today we've got some projects going on, so we're gonna clean up outside. The leaves are everywhere. There's some trash in the yard. So we're gonna get outside and get some work done. Or the boys are gonna get outside and get some work done. And I also have a ton of things upstairs in my room on my bed that need to be sold. So either listed for sale or taken to consignment. And so I'm gonna try to get some of that done today because it needs to happen badly to clean this house out before the Christmas season, and just because the clutter is overwhelming to me at this point, being so incredibly busy with this little man. So here's little man. Say hey, little man. I'm trying to get this little guy to take a passy, but he always makes like a funny face and spits it out eventually, but sometimes he'll suck on it. And I really think it would be helpful if he would learn to take a passy. Here. Here.
Mommy, turn it off. Let me see it. I'm trying to press them.
Ah, hand it here. Take it upstairs and sit it on my bed. We're having a bit of listening issues today, so I've had to definitely get into mommy mode a bit and do some disciplining. Anyway, it's just been kind of crazy over the past few days.
Yeah.
Past week, maybe. I've just not. Ooh, excuse me. Felt like myself. Normal postpartum hormones is what it is, but it can still, even though you know what it is, it can be really hard to deal with. So I'm trying really hard to just recognize it for what it is and know that it will pass. So today I woke up and I was just feeling, you know what, today's gonna be a good day. I'm gonna make it a good day. And I think a lot of it is getting outside and getting some fresh air.
Raking.
So, alright. I'm gonna get busy with homeschooling these kiddos so we can get that out of the way, switch out laundry, figure out dinner, clean the house and the yard, and get to the store, consignment store, and maybe the thrift store to drop some things off. So my to-do list today is enormous. Enormous. Will I get it all done? No, I won't. But hopefully I can get the most important things done and be happy with it at the end of the day. Okay, fire. F-I-R-E.
F-I-R-D?
R-E. Spelling words in action. What is your favorite kind of race? Friends come first. Mike stood online for the bike race. The race was 1 mile long and the prizes were great. It would be nice to win one. Mike felt a tap on his arm. His best friend Sarah was behind him. She wore a wide smile on her face. I knew I would find you here, she said. I am racing too. It was a fine day for a race. Would Mike's red bike be as fast as a fire engine? The race began. Mike pedaled as hard as he could. You can't hide from me, Sarah called. Soon her bike was next to Mike's. Mike pedaled even faster.
Little house in the prairie. Once upon a time, those little house in the prairie. Nicole, watch this. You ready? You ready? Hey, let's watch it. You ready?
We are, Caroline, he said. Right here we'll build our house. Laura and Mary had scrambled over the feedbox and dropped to the ground in a hurry. All around them was nothing but grassy prairie, spreading the edge of the sky. Near to them, to the north, the creek bottoms lay below the prairie. Some darker green treetops showed, and beyond them, bits of the rim of the earthen bluffs held up the prairie stretches. Far away to the east, a broken line of different greens lay on the prairie, and Pa said that was the river. Next day, Pa began the walls. From each side, he rolled up a log, and he notched its end so that it fitted down over the end logs. Then he rolled up logs from the ends and notched them out so that they fitted down over the side logs. Laura's hands and Mary's hands were clapping together and their feet were pouting too. You're the fiddlingest fool that I ever see. Look. See that? So we are almost done with our homeschool day. This is what our table looks like at any given moment. Just completely full of stuff all the time. So we did read 2 chapters of our Little House on the Prairie book. We got most of our homeschooling done today. I just need to finish up a reading lesson with Mason, but we're going to do that in a little while, maybe even after dinner tonight. So what I'm going to do is work on dishes. So I got to clean the dishes, wash those up. I just switched out the laundry. I'm going to start another load. I have a load to fold. I'm going to tidy up the rest of the house and then probably load up the stuff that I'm selling and take to, I don't know if I'm going to just take it to Goodwill or what I'm going to do, because I think they stop buying at the consignment store pretty soon. So I don't know. I might just load it up for tomorrow. But anyway, nonetheless, I'm going to get it out of the house. Do you guys want to see what I'm getting rid of? So, number 1, I'm selling this fetal Doppler, which I'll probably list for sale online because these things are expensive and I could probably get 25 or 30 bucks out of it. Selling this playhouse. Maddie is wanting a Barbie dream house for Christmas, and I told her she has to get rid of a lot of toys if she wants that. So she's getting rid of that. I have lots of things, a whole bin full of stuff, another whole bin full of stuff. So basically, not the clothes here that has to be put away, but I've got quite a few things that are getting ready to be sold or donated. Okay, so here's what I was trying to show you guys. I have all of these Pampers diapers, you guys. Oh my gosh, I feel horrible about this, but all of these diapers, and my baby can't wear Pampers. What are we going to do about that? I guess I'm going to have to sell them and try to stock up on, if I can sell them. I'm going to just try to take that money and stock up on the disposables that he can wear, which are the like organic chlorine free ones. Those are the only kind that are working for his little bottom.
I have my fingers crossed.
You have your fingers crossed?
Guess what happened today, guys?
What?
Last night, there was glass on a rock while we went outside, and they got glass in my finger, so I put tape on it because it's bleeding this now.
So anyway, I don't know what I'm going to do with those diapers. And I feel really bad that he can't wear them because a lot of them were gifts to us. Actually, they all were given to us. So I feel really bad about it. But we'll figure it out. Anyway, the boys are done with their school and they're outside now cleaning the yard because there is a lot of trash and junk in the yard. Mom. Jimmy has been doing lots of projects, and you need to go get another shirt on, please. So just where they've been working a lot out there, there's a lot of trash and just like wood scraps, and there's leaves and acorns and just debris everywhere. So the boys are outside cleaning the yard. And hopefully we can get that really nice and tidy out there. And then I think Jake is just gonna mow the grass, and that will help sort of mulch up the leaves and kind of help clean the yard of the leaves. I'm gonna go downstairs, I'm gonna fold this load of laundry, and then probably try to wake the baby up to feed him, because I really need to feed him. So here's the laundry that has to be folded, and I just texted Jimmy to see when he was gonna be home, because we have our water lines crossed in here, and the hot is hooked up to the cold and the cold is hooked up to the hot, and I've got to fix that. And I was actually trying to fix that, but I can't, so I'm gonna wait till Jimmy gets home to do it. But it's been like this for ages. But it rinses on super hot water, so it runs all the hot water out, and then when my husband comes home from work, there's no more hot water for a shower. So I always try to make sure that I'm not doing a load of laundry right before he comes home, so that he can have a hot shower. So I'm gonna go ahead and wash and dry another load. So that'll be 3 loads for today, and hopefully get somewhat caught up on this load of, or not load, mountain of laundry. So I've got that left, and I'm sure there's a little more like in Jake's room and Mason and Maddie's room. Time to fold. Hi guys. So I thought, why not do a laundry chat today with you guys? The baby's crying in his sleep. I think he's starting to get hungry. But anyway, I have laundry to do. I was gonna watch TV, but I've been in a bit of a chatty mood today, and I'm gonna take advantage of it because the kids are outside and I feel like I can talk to you guys without interruption. And I have not been in very chatty moods lately, and I've not wanted to do videos much over the past few days. So I figured, you know what, I better take advantage of this time. And I think my battery might be going dead, but we'll get as much done as we can. So I just wanted to do a little bit of a fold laundry chat with you guys about just the postpartum period. I'm gonna give you a little bit of an update about how I'm doing, what's been going on. So we are officially 3 weeks postpartum, and we're going on 4. I'm 3.5 weeks postpartum, going on 4 weeks. I almost have a 1-month-old. Is that not crazy? I can't even believe it. The time goes so super fast. But the first 2 weeks were a complete and utter blur, and I feel like I'm just now coming out of the just the fog, you know what I mean? It's definitely been quite a fog. So I haven't done my birth story yet, just because it's just been kind of crazy, and I'm just now starting to feel like, you know, energy wise, that I have the ability to, you know, go back through that. But I want to do it soon so that I don't forget the details. So maybe today I'll be able to get that filmed as well. But I had a really rough delivery, you guys, and I was very, very sore after the delivery. I was sore, I hemorrhaged, I tore really badly, so I had lots of stitches. I had a horrible hemorrhage again, in which they had to do unbelievable things to my body to get it to stop, and it was emergency. So it was like an hour after I had given birth, and so nobody was really expecting it. And yeah, so I started hemorrhaging, and I told my nurse, and then she hit the emergency button, and then everybody came running. There was like 20 people in my room, and then they did all kinds of things to get the bleeding to stop. And I will tell you honestly, it was worse than the birth. It was worse than, I would say it was almost worse than any natural birth that I've had. The pain that I went through at that point was just intense. And there was a lot of screaming going on from me, and they gave me probably 7 or 8 different medications, all at one time. Medications to stop the bleeding, pain medications, just a complete cocktail full of things. IV medications, fluids, the list goes on. So anyway, that will be all part of my birth story when I get that done. But I wanted to say that the birth experience was so traumatic. It left my body in complete ruin, a state of ruin. And I really suffered. And I suffered not only with the pain from the experience itself, but I suffered with pain from the hemorrhage, so the anemia part of it. I did not have to have a blood transfusion this time, praise the Lord. My hemoglobin didn't drop quite as low as it did with Maddie. My hemoglobin was got down to a 6 and probably lower. But it was a 6 by the time that they checked it, and it should be 12 or higher. So that just tells you kind of the state in which I was in. And it was a horrible, horrible experience to recover from that low of that much of a hemorrhage. So this time I still felt really bad from the hemorrhage, although, you know, it wasn't as severe as before. So anyway, I came home. I could hardly move, and the soreness and the pain lasted for well over a week, actually 2 weeks, but after about a week I felt like I was doing well enough, you know, to do basic activities. But for the first week I was on the couch. I will say that I have had tremendous bleeding during this recovery. I have bled more than I have ever bled after birth, after giving birth. So I've had to be really diligent about continuing with my iron pills, making sure that I keep my hemoglobin up. I'm gonna have to see my doctor and have that rechecked just to make sure that things are going well. But I really think that the iron pills and just drinking tons of water and eating lots of really rich, iron-rich foods has made all the difference in the world for me. And I really feel like I'm doing just fine. I don't feel like I've, you know, that I'm suffering with anemia at this point, because I do have energy. The color of my face is, you know, it's not that like when I was pregnant and dealing with it, it was just like I would look gray almost, and I would have these big dark circles and sunken in eyes, and my skin color was just so pale and gray. But I don't feel like I look that way at this point. So yeah. So my camera battery died, and I was actually trying to film a postpartum update. So much for that. I had to charge my camera. So I did get the laundry folded, and Daddy is home. It's 6:30, and I have got to get some dinner on this table. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and do some quick spaghetti. We'll get that on the table, and then my goal is to really work on our nighttime routines. As of right now, we have a routine, and it is horrible. It's a horrible routine. My kids stay up entirely too late. It's just, even despite my best efforts most of the time, they're just in such a habit of going to bed late that they just don't go to bed on time. So I'm gonna really work on it. I'm gonna make that a goal and try to stick to it. So we'll see how it goes. So right now, little man, I just nursed him, and he has the hiccups now. I'm gonna go ahead and put some spaghetti on and try to get on with this night and get the kids to bed at a decent time. Hi guys, so I am nursing the baby. It's a little after 9 and I'm so happy because I am working this week on bedtime routines and I am so proud of myself. But I have set kind of a precedent today on how we're going to do bedtimes, and I've explained it to the kids. They're excited. We did it tonight. Everything is so far so good. Maddie is in her bed. Mason is also with her at this time, and they are watching a little bit of a movie. We did a story and we said our prayers. I am going to let them watch a little bit of movie tonight because this is night number 1, and we're just going to transition in that way. So if, what's wrong, my little man? He gets super fussy in the evenings, and not really fussy, just kind of unsettled and cluster feeds a lot, and like he just cannot get full in the evenings, and then he'll sleep forever and ever and ever. So he's been doing really well. He's been only getting up once. Like if I nurse him close to midnight, he only gets up once around 3 or so. And the problem is once he's up, he was up from 3 to 5 last night. So that's kind of been what he's been doing. So anyway, I'm nursing him right now. Jimmy and Jake ran to the store to get some waters because we were out. Anna asked him to pick up a couple, or another pack of the organic diapers that are doing well for us in the middle of the night. Because I'm not fully transitioned to cloth at this time. But we are doing 50-50. So, but anyway, that's what's going on. Nothing super new or exciting this evening. I've got some tea or water boiling in the teapot. Actually, I see the steam coming up. I should probably go pour it. And what else was I going to tell you guys? That is basically it. So I'm just going to get settled in for the night and deal with this little man. And I will see you guys tomorrow.